Hello, it's Avery. Welcome to the channel. And today I'm going to share with you my tips on how I limit my chances of getting a mechanical during a road race. I was a bit reluctant to make this video because I still have 2 races to go this season, but I figured I'd put it out there anyway. And just a quick caveat, this only applies to road racing. I've had more than my fair share of mechanicals during off-road events. So the first thing you want to do is make sure that your tires are in good condition. Tires are arguably the most important part of your bike, as it's the only part of the bike that's actually touching the road, and flat tires are probably the most likely mechanical that you'll experience during a race. So I understand that tires are quite expensive. A set can run $200, and there's a temptation to run them until there's absolutely no rubber left. But as a tire wears out, the rubber gets thinner and it's more susceptible to punctures. During a race, a puncture can either take you out of the race or put you in a dangerous situation, potentially causing a crash for yourself and others. As long as your wear indicators have some depth to them, you're fine. I know you can go beyond this, but the chance of puncture definitely goes way up. I also run GP5000 tubeless tires. I won't say you have to run these tires, but I've had great luck with them. I even made this silly decision once to run one with a plug during a race, and by the end of the race, I was down to like 20 or 30 psi in the tire, which is not good, but at least it never went flat. So my second tip on how to avoid mechanicals during a race is the night before the race, touch your bike. Not in a kind of weird way, but do something to your bike, whether it's lube the chain, take off a bottle cage, check the tires, whatever, right? As long as you're the night before the race doing something to prepare your bike for the next day, it'll get you noticing, is there anything out of order with my bike that needs immediate attention and fixing? It's much better to find an issue the night before a race when potentially you have more time to fix it, or you can go to a shop for help or buy parts, whatever is needed, versus waking up the morning of the race and when you're getting your bike in the car, realizing something's broken or something's loose on your bike. So over the years, I've kind of come up with a checklist I do the night before. I check all my batteries, make sure that they're all charged and ready to go. I'll take a bottle cage off the bike. I'll check my tire pressures, um, check my chain, see if it's in good shape. I'll lube my chain. So check the pedals, make sure that they're on there. And over time, you'll come up with your own kind of checklist and things to look for the night before to make sure that your bike is in good shape for the next day. All right, so my final tip on avoiding mechanicals during race day, and this is probably my most controversial one, is don't use shops. Do all your basic maintenance yourself. So it can be scary when you first start doing your own maintenance, like changing your tires, changing your cassette, your chain, adjusting your derailleurs. But there's a ton of good resources out there on YouTube, for example. And the more you do it, the more comfortable you get with maintaining your own bike. The reason I think it's important is as you start to do these simple maintenance tasks yourself, you start to understand how these components work on the bike, which allows you to better identify when certain things are starting to go bad on the bike and allows your pre-race check to be even more effective. It's also my belief that there's no shop that's going to care as much about your bike or you as much as you do. So why put your fate in someone else's hands? I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, feel free to drop a like and subscribe for my channel, and I'll see you at the next one.